Hi everyone, you're watching WisdomShots. Let me share an interesting story. It's called The Cookie Thief from Valerie Cox. A woman was waiting at an airport with several long hours before her flight. She bought a book and a pack of cookies from the airport shop and found a place to sit. She was engrossed in her book, but suddenly she realized that the man sitting beside her grabbed a cookie or two from the pack in between. She tried to ignore him to avoid a scene. With each cookie she took, he took one too. When only one was left, she wondered what he would do. With a smile on his face and a nervous laugh, he took the last cookie and broke it into half. He offered her half as he ate the other half. She was like, "Oh brother, the guy has some nerve, and he's also rude. Why he didn't even show any gratitude?" So after some time, her flight was called. She gathered her stuff and headed to the gate, refusing to even look back at the guy who took all her cookies. So she boarded the plane and sank into her seat. So she wanted to take her book out of the bag. So she opened the bag and got a shock of her life. There was her pack of cookies in front of her eyes. She was like, "Oh my God, if mine is here, the other one was his, and he was sharing it with me." Too late to apologize, she realized with pain that she was so rude to him. How often have you been absolutely convinced of something only to find out later that you were mistaken? We all make these errors of judgment and keep judgmental thoughts while interacting with people. So let us call this as cookie thoughts. So cookie thoughts are false assumptions, wrong judgments about people and events. We don't question our assumptions and react without analyzing the situation, and we jump into conclusions and we stick to it. And there is an evolutionary reason for this. Our million-old brain is wired to look for what's wrong. Our minds are geared to make assumptions at lightning speed to protect us from threats, which is fine. The problem is when our judgments and assumptions are wrong, and also when we overdo this. Things are not always as they may appear to be. Even our most deeply held beliefs can be wrong. So it's up to us to keep an open mind. We may not always be right, and that's okay. Having a cookie thought is the first stage. The next stage is you act based on your cookie thought, which can be fatal at times. The recent George Floyd incident in the US or the Jayraj and Benix case in India are examples of people having strong cookie thoughts and taking actions based on that, which ended up in killing them, which is very unfortunate. So cookie thoughts can be dangerous if you're not mindful. So next time when you get angry or upset with someone, just pause and think whether it's a real fact or is it my cookie thought which is making me upset or angry. Especially in relationships, and it can ruin relationships if you are not aware of your cookie thoughts. See, we all clear cookies on our computers, right? For optimum performance and protection. In the same way, we have to clear cookie thoughts in our head for clear thinking. So to wrap it up, when you have a cookie thought, number one, question your assumptions, whether it's a fact or your imagination. Number two, don't get into conclusions fast. Do a reality check. Number three, give others the benefit of the doubt. Most people actually have a good reason and good intention to do the things they do. Number four, things are not always as they appear, so learn to be open-minded. Number five, choose your response wisely. As Mother Teresa says, if you judge people, you have no time to love them. Thank you so much for watching. Stay strong, stay safe.